The ribbon vendor and his two friends stood at the market gate and enjoyed the sight immensely as the blind man struggled to find his way about. He stood rooted to the spot, waving his stick. He felt as if he were hanging in mid-air. He was wailing, "Oh, where is my dog? I will murder it when I get it again." He groped about, tried to cross the road, came near being run over by a dozen of vehicles at different points, stumbled and struggled and gasped. He would deserve it if he was run over. This heartless blackguard, they said, observing him. However, the old man struggled through and, with the help of someone, found his way back to his corner in the poultry veranda and sat down on a gunny sack bed, half faint with the strain of his journey. Yes, now the blind man's life changed. Before that, easily the dog would show him the route. Now the blind man needs the help of the stick to search the path. The perfume vendor and the ribbon vendor were watching him, and they were laughing at him. He deserves it. And whatever he had done with that dog is completely bad. He was completely cruel. Now he has to be lifelong at this sense only. And the blind man, in his angry sense, he said, "If let the dog come to me back, I will kill him." He will think that I now, that blind man who would travel all over the city with the help of the dog, now he can't cross even a road. Whenever he tried to cross the road, he would get the dozens of vehicles together at a certain point. Okay, now the blind man is completely helpless, and at the night he would go to that particular veranda and sank with the gunny bed and sleep off there. I am thinking that when would the dog will come back. Okay. He was not seen for 10 days, and 20 days, nor was the dog seen anywhere. They commented among themselves, "The dog must be loafing over the whole earth, free and happy. The beggar is perhaps gone forever." Hardly was this sentence uttered when they heard the familiar tap tap on the blind man's stuff. They saw him again coming up the pavement led by the dog. "Look, look," they cried. "He has again got at it and tied it up." The ribbon seller could not contain himself. He ran up and said, "Where have you been all these days?" Yes? What happened here? The blind man, wherever he got the place, he would sleep. Right? And he would come back to the veranda. They not saw him, not the blind man, not even the dog, for 10, 20, 30 days. After so many days, the blind man came to the perfume vendor and the ribbon seller. They two were talking that maybe the dog will be very happy, wandering all around the earth happily, jumping, doing all other activities which he wanted to do in his freedom. But by saying that, they will see that the blind man is holding the dog, tapping the dog. Okay? And that ribbon vendor, he can't control himself and he will go and talk to the blind man. "Where were you all these days?" So what the blind man will reply? "No, what happened?" cried the blind man. "This dog ran away. I should have died in 2 days, in a day or two, confined to my corner. No food, not an anna to earn, imprisoned in my corner. I should have perished if it had continued for another day, but this thing returned." When? Yes. What happened? The blind man eagerly says that, "You know what happened?" Cried means very loudly, in a very happy sense, he will say to the perfume vendor that this dog was ran off. I was like a prison in my corner, veranda. Okay, I was unable to move because of the traffic and because of the people, right? Whenever he wanted the path to move, he would get a step back. Okay, he would get some hurts, he would get some, not even food, not even the money, not even the penny alms he would get in these many days. One certain day, what happens when the beggar, if he not got next day anything, he would may have died. And that certain night, the dog came back to him. The dog came back to him. So that perfume vendor will ask, when it came back to you? So the blind man will answer, 16th para, last night at midnight as I slept in bed, he came and licked my face. I felt like murdering him. I gave him a blow which he never forget again, said the blind man. Yes, it came the last night. When I was sleeping in my veranda, it came to me and licked my face. I thought to murder that fellow. I thought to murder that blind dog. I thought to murder that dog, but I gave him a huge blow. Blow in the sense a very cruel torture. Okay? And I forget everything what had happened, and I gave him a blow that the dog will never forget, and now it is back to me, said the blind man. I forgave him. What the blind man is telling? I have forgave him. After all, a dog. It is after all a dog, just a simple animal. He loved as long as he could pick up some rubbish to eat on the road, but real hunger has driven him back to me. But he will not leave me again. See, I have got this. And he shook his leg. It was a steel chain this time. Yes, what happened here? What the blind man will say to the perfume vendor? He had eaten some rubbish or some food from the rubbish, from the hell of the rubbish thing, from the dustbins, from the areas or from the drainages. It would get something, but the real hunger has bring it back to me. The real hunger or the real thing what it need has it came to me back. Now this time I am not going to leave it, and I have chained it up with the steel chain. This time it was not a cord, not a cloth or a ribbon cord. It was the steel chain. Okay, this time it was a steel chain. Once again there was the dead, despairing look in the dog's eyes. Go on, you fool, cried the blind man, shouting like an ox driver. He tugged the chain, poked with the stick, and the dog moved away in slow steps. They stood listening to the tap-tap going away. Yes, once again the dog has come and fall into the same well. The freedom which the perfume and the ribbon vendor has given to him, it has came back to in that particular prison, in that circumscribed. But this time it was a steel chain. They can't cut it also. Yes, and that blind man has telling him that dog as a fool, you are a fool. And he would kick him and he would beat him with the stick to move forward. The dog slowly moved forward. This time the dog has a despairing look, a very sad look in his eyes. Okay? Death alone can help the dog, cried the ribbon seller, looking after it with a sigh. What can we do with a creature who returns to his doom with such a free heart. Yes, what the ribbon vendor and the perfume vendor will talk here. Now, nobody can free the dog from that blind man, from that particular blind man. He is completely imprisoned now. Only the death, when the dog will die, it will be free from the blind. And what we can do if the dog is so loyal to his master, it is a wonderful creature of God which never leave his master and which returns with the free heart, the wonderful heart which the dog has. Yes, my dear students, I hope you have understood the story of the blind dog. Why the title is Blind Dog? I questioned you in the first video, right? This question appears. Here, the main character is the blind man. But why our author has given the title The Blind Dog? Because that dog will come back blindly to that blind man without thinking of his own freedom and his own responsibilities. He wanted that unwanted responsibility which the dog had with him. Right? This is the story of the blind dog, which is not really blind but put into the blind by some life sorts and circumstances.